Here I am in Redditch, and as you can see, I've got an amazing wall behind me. The reason I've got an amazing wall behind me is because I've come to Redditch for a few days to hopefully learn the basics of video editing. I haven't got a clue, to be honest. So I've been here for a few days. I've been living on the car park in my camper van, coming in here, going through software, trying bits. I've tried all sorts of bits and pieces. I've had flip charts stuck to the wall. I've had all sorts of things, and I keep looking at it, chatting with my mate. It's all right, but it's not that good. We need to change it. So here I am, and today I'm going to change it to another way of doing it and see what we think there. So if you're watching this, it works. If it didn't work, you won't see this one. You'll see the next incarnation. But what I'd really like you to do is tell me what you think. So I'm learning, I'm a good trainer, I'm told. I teach 58 courses, or I did before I retired about 18 months ago. I slid gently into retirement. But I want to stop that training knowledge being lost. And I feel a little bit guilty because I had the privilege of working with a lot of people who, to them, maybe education didn't come easy, and we worked together to get them to where they needed to be. I supported them, they did the work, and they achieved some fantastic things. And I did start to feel a little bit guilty that that just stopped when I retired. So what I thought I would do is make some videos and put them onto YouTube. And that way, it doesn't cost you any money, it just costs you time. The videos will be around subjects like first aid, like health and safety, food safety. Maybe we'll put some on about COSH, conflict resolution. Maybe we'll do something about risk assessments. We'll put a few on to start off with, and then we'll read your comments. I read all your comments. And if your comments are saying, could we have some on this? I do sort of compliance training, so I can do that. But what I've been trying to do here is work out the best way to actually film it, because there's only me. So I've got a camera in front of me, I've got two lights, all of which I've borrowed for a few days, and I'm in a room on my own on a Saturday trying to work out how best to do this. So if you put the comments in the comments box below, that would really help. I'd really appreciate it. And then you're going to influence how I produce these videos. They will be totally free. If you just want to do a bit on first aid, maybe CPR, maybe choking, you can do that. If you want to do all the first aid, you can do that. If you want to do all of the courses, you can do that. One thing I'd also like you to do, if you like them, if you think they're worth watching, is share them with your friends, because then your friends can access these. And the great things about these courses are they're totally free, and everything's broken down into little 5 or 10 minute slots. So you can upload them to your phone or tablet or whatever, and that boring journey to work on the morning on the train, you can sit there, put your headphones on and refresh your skills on something like cardiopulmonary resuscitation, dealing with a choking casualty, how to keep your fridge safe, whatever it is. So you can dip in to any or all of it, but please share it with your friends, because they might then get the knowledge to help somebody who needs them at some time when you're not there and I'm not there. So that's what we're going to do. How we're going to do it? Well, I've got this wall, and what I thought I would do is do a little introduction for each subject. So one for first aid, one for food safety. This has made my hands look big. I feel a little bit like Kenny Everett when I show it. But what I'm going to do is put a few little bits and pieces up on the wall. I'll do a piece to camera, as they call it. So what's the format for this training? Well, normally a course will be delivered from about 9 o'clock in the morning through till 5 o'clock. Most courses that we're going to deal with here are full one-day courses, at the end of which you maybe do a confirmation of learning. That's just a small test, but people don't like the word test, so I like to call it a confirmation of learning, because it's more about me finding out that the way I've taught the course is the right way for my students to learn. So here we can play around a little bit differently. So what we can do here is, we've got this big wall, so I'll introduce each of the subject areas. So first aid, food safety, health and safety, whatever. And I'll do that by standing here and telling you about it. What I'll then do is I'll get out of the way, watch this, and from here, out of camera shot, all the things will be appearing on that wall in front of you that I'd like you to know, and you can listen to me, but I'm not going to get into the way because I'm a pretty chunky bloke. If I'm here, I'm covering up your learning wall. So what I'll do, with your permission, I'll just introduce it and then I'll move out of the way and I'll put everything up on this wall and then we can learn about it together. Does that work for you? I hope so. If it does or it doesn't, pop your comments in the box below. And that way we can adjust things. This is going to be the first course of a series of courses. But one of the things I'd like to do about this is use this technique. And the reason I want to use this technique is I can disappear, do a narration, come back in, say hello, introduce things, ask you how you're getting on, disappear again, come back again. It then allows me to build up a library so that if in the future you say to me, could you do one on such and such a subject, Ed? Something I've not covered, then I could actually still use this wall from my library of pictures. Does that make sense? There's a lot on my videos and everybody else's videos on YouTube that keep mentioning subscribe, like, that little bell button and sharing things. And I thought for a moment it would be useful, upfront and honest, just to tell you why all YouTube channel owners keep mentioning it. The subscribe really helps. You can start to do things on YouTube once you've got a certain number of subscribers. So we want to build up the number of subscribers all the time in our channels. That also helps with the number of people that watch. If you subscribe, you come back and watch things. It's great, you know where to find us. And that's where the bell comes in. The bell is a notification. So if you subscribe, next to the subscribe button will be a little bell. If you press that bell, and only if you press that bell, will YouTube notify you automatically, send a little message through to you when some new video's gone up. So you don't have to keep coming back and checking. If you subscribe and then press the bell, then YouTube will let you know when there's a new video. Then it's up to you whether you've got time to watch it, whether you want to watch it, but at least you know it's there. So that's subscribe, like and the bell. Why share? Well, if you like what you see, particularly with these videos we're going to do on first aid, the more people you share with it, the more people are going to have those skills. The more people that have those skills, the more people who can be there to help somebody who needs their help. That's in my particular case. But also it links into the 3 ones that we've just talked about. So that's why people on YouTube ask you to subscribe, to like, click the bell for notifications and share it with your friends. It just spreads the word. So if you enjoy this, if you could do that, that would be fantastic. But please remember, it doesn't cost you anything. And if you do it, it doesn't mean I get paid. It just simply means more people know about it. Further down the line, however, a long, long way down the line, it might well be that I get a few pence for every 1,000 views that might go into my diesel tank, probably will, to help me on my travels. So to put that into perspective, I need to have 4,000 viewed hours. 4,000 viewed hours before the little button that says, would you like a few cents for every 1,000 views in the future, to even light up. So trust me, this I'm not getting paid for. Sometime a long way down the line, I've only got 12 videos, it may be that they give me a few cents per 1,000 views. Am I in it for that? No, I'm not at all. I'm in it because the training I used to deliver was popular, and if I can somehow work it out to get it here when I'm talking to you through the lens of a camera rather than having 12 people sat in front of me, if I can do that, then I've learned something, because I'm not a techie person. To make that happen and to make it interesting, to stop it becoming dull and boring, I've got to learn to make things appear like that, or maybe like that. I don't know if they're going to appear, I'll try it later. But this is the stuff I've got to learn, and I want to learn that because I like learning as well. So while hopefully you're learning about the subject knowledge or refreshing your skills in the subject knowledge or refreshing your knowledge, I'm also learning about how all this stuff works. So that's what subscribe is, that's what like means, that's why there's a notification bell, and that's why I really like you to share this with your friends, with your colleagues, on Facebook, on other social media, wherever you want to put it, just so that we can get more and more people coming here, and in particular, they can learn some first aid skills.